Welcome, adventurers! Today we take a magic tour into the land of Neuschwanstein Castle, situated in central Bavaria, Germany. This is not any ordinary castle, but the fairy tale dream behind Disney's Sleeping Beauty castle. Misty mountains, lush forests, tales inscribed on each stone, Neuschwanstein is the stuff dreams are made of, beckoning to be explored. Ever dreamed of visiting a fairy tale castle? Well, in Bavaria, Germany, lies a place right out of a storybook. This castle is so magical that even the famous Disney Sleeping Beauty castle was inspired by it. Let's plunge into wonders about Neuschwanstein Castle and find out why this dreamlike place should be included in the bucket list of every traveler. 1. What is Neuschwanstein Castle? Wonder. Neuschwanstein Castle is one of the most famous and beautiful castles all over the world. It was built by King Ludwig II of Bavaria, who was known for his love of fairy tales, music, and romantic castles. King Ludwig wanted a castle that looked something out of a fairy tale. Maybe that is why he had spent more time planning this castle. Nowadays, the castle resembles one out of a storybook with its tall towers and delicate spires, with big windows opening onto spectacular views of the Alps mountains surrounding the place. The German name Neuschwanstein translates to New Swanstone. King Ludwig, who had the castle built, was very fond of swans. Many of its decorations reflect this. You'll find chandelier hallways inside, similar to what might come out of a medieval fairy tale, with colorful paintings and even gold-plated thrones. Many visit Neuschwanstein Castle just for the surreal beauty it offers. 2. Where is Neuschwanstein Castle, Bavaria, Germany? Neuschwanstein Castle is located in southern Germany, in the state of Bavaria, close to a small town called Füssen. It stands on top of a high hill, nestled in forests, with 2 lakes below and the towering Alps mountains. This was one locality chosen for the setting of the castle, so that it can look magical and serve as an isolated place for King Ludwig to retreat to and set his imagination free. And how to get to the castle itself is already an adventure. It takes roughly 2 hours from Munich by train or car. This final village close to the castle is Füssen, from where one can take a bus to a village called Hohenschwangau and onward hike up to the castle or take a horse carriage uphill on this hill. Imagine just arriving at a real castle on a hill with horses. It is like a time travel. 3. How long has Neuschwanstein Castle been there? Construction on Neuschwanstein Castle started in 1869, that is, more than 150 years ago. King Ludwig II was building the thing of his dreams. Together with architects and artists, he designed it to appear like something out of a fairy tale. It was never completed, but King Ludwig spent a lot of time there, watching the stunning environs and enjoying the quiet. King Ludwig was so taken by the castle that he even referred to it as his retreat castle. He died before completion was done to the structure, but today it stands just as he envisioned it, and people the world over throng to the castle for a glimpse of this fairy creation of his. 4. How did Neuschwanstein come about? King Ludwig II loved art, music, and mythology. Therefore, he wanted Neuschwanstein Castle to be a place where he could move away from his responsibilities as a king and plunge into a dream and story world. He employed the best designers, builders, and artists to make his dream come true by using the design of the old legends, stories, and castles he had seen in operas for his castle. Interestingly, the castle was actually designed after one of Ludwig's favorite composers, Richard Wagner, who, even more interestingly, was an opera composer of magical stories and heroes. In fact, some rooms in the castle tell a story from Wagner's operas themselves. For this reason, Neuschwanstein Castle is unique. It combines legends and music into the very walls that are no more than the dreams of the king. Number 5. Why you must see Neuschwanstein Castle, Bavaria, Germany. The reason behind this is that Neuschwanstein Castle might be one of the most visited castles in the whole world. It's just not a castle, but a fairy tale place with an immense amount of magical details and stories everywhere. Every part of it seems to have been prepared for a fairy tale. Swan decorations, paintings of ancient legends, sparkling chandeliers, rooms with golden thrones, and oh, the views. From there, one can view forests, lakes, and the magnificent Alps mountains. Walking inside the castle is a walk into a dream. Every room has some story to tell, and each corridor makes you seem to walk into another time and another world. For kids, that's just stepping into your favorite fairy tale, and for adults, into a magical getaway from the real world. Number 6. Why you have to visit Neuschwanstein Castle, Bavaria, Germany. All over again. Unique in beauty and history, Neuschwanstein is an experience that nobody has quite exactly felt. If you have ever watched Disney movies and wished you were there, where the Sleeping Beauty castle resides, well, Neuschwanstein would be it. This fairy tale-looking castle and the dedication of this story-loving, magic-loving king have inspired the whole world. You will get a chance to familiarize yourself with German history, outstanding architecture, and the beauty of nature in Bavaria. 7. How much does it cost to visit Neuschwanstein Castle in Bavaria, Germany? Surprisingly, Neuschwanstein Castle can be relatively cheap to visit. Adult tickets are about 15 euros, but usually kids under 18 get in free with an adult. That said, here's a few things to consider when you plan your visit. Castle tours are guided and tickets often sell out, so you'll want to book in advance, especially during summer months when a lot of tourists visit. If you have your ticket, then you can see the main rooms of the castle and hear interesting stories about King Ludwig and Neuschwanstein Castle. To have a great look at the castle from some distance, take some nice pictures up to a bridge called Marienbrücke. It's free, and the view of the castle from there is absolutely breathtaking. Ready to step into a fairy tale? If you ever dream of visiting some magical destination from your favorite storybooks, then Neuschwanstein Castle will be just for you. Just walking through rooms designed to amaze kings and viewing beautiful paintings are just parts of that amazing view overlooking the mountains. It is not just a building, it is a real-life fairy tale that everybody should see. So what are you waiting for? Start now. Plan your adventure to Neuschwanstein Castle. And to keep discovering the magic places and hidden wonders around the world, don't forget to hit the subscription button to stay connected with us. Let's discover the world together.